This conference will now be recorded.
And along with that, in the last session, we have discussed about the wrapper class. So what exactly the wrapper class and what is the use? Which scenarios especially enforce you to design the wrapper classes and how to implement we have discussed. So now tell me what exactly the use of wrapper class generally? Why? Why should we go for wrapper class? To create use the different data types, okay? Okay. Whenever we are representing the records inside the page block table will allow you to pass only one collection name as a data source. We can't pass multiple collection names to the page block table as a data source because page block table can represent the records from only one collection, not from multiple collections. But there might be some situations where you might be having some multiple collection of records are available. In the last session we have discussed, I'm having the data inside my account object and the contact and the lead object, and then those records are available inside my respective collections. Once the data is available inside my collections, now I want to represent this whole three collections data inside a single page block table. So for that reason, upon passing a collection to the page block table will receive only one collection name, not multiple. Because when you go to the page block table, we have a property called as a value property. In that value property, we can supply only one collection name. That should be a list collection. Okay, we need to pass only one list collection name, not multiple. But in my case, I'm having three list collections are available: list of account, list of contact, list of lead. So all these three collections data I want to represent inside a single table itself. At that time, what are the three collections data that we have? These three collections data I want to merge into a single collection. Okay, I want to merge all these three collection data into single collection. So at that time, we can able to use that wrapper class. Now, here you can raise a question. Sir, whenever if you want to merge the three collections data into a single collection, why can't you use merge statement? Why can't we use merge statement? Merge statements are allows us to use to merge the multiple records of same data type, not different. For example, I'm having 5 account records are available. These are 5 account records I can merge into a single account record. I'm having some 2 lead records are there. Both the lead records are duplicates, so I want to merge into a single. I'm having some contact records like us 4 contact records. We can merge into a single contact. That means here contacts to contact we can merge, leads to lead we can merge, accounts to account we can merge. But so now leads, accounts, contacts, all these things we can't merge because object to object structure is different, fields are different, data types are different, functionalities are different, usages are different. But at that time, we can't merge a multiple different collection of records into a single. For that one, we have to design our own custom data type. Like account is a data type which can store only the account records. Contact is a data type which will store only contact record. Lead is a data type which will store only lead record. But now I want to hold all these three types of data. For that one, I'm creating my own wrapper class, my own custom data type which can able to store the record. That record may be either account or contact or lead or position, whatever. It may be any other object also, whatever. Multiple object records, if you want to club into a single collection, then the only solution is we can go with that wrapper classes. That means design your own custom data type. In that custom data type, we can hold these values. Okay. Then how can we do that here? Once the data has been clubbed into a single collection, then we can represent that collection of records into your page block table by using that value property. Okay. Clear? This is one use case that already we have discussed in last session. What is the second use case? Check boxes, right? Whenever we are going to be representing the records, upon displaying the records inside my tabular format, then Sometimes in the entry point of view, they will raise a question, whatever the records are getting visible inside my user interface, every record has to be get visible along with a checkbox here. Okay, every record should be visible along with a checkbox. Then at that time, we have to use only one feature that is called as wrapper class. Through wrapper class only, we can able to achieve this functionality. So whenever we are going to be getting this kind of requirements inside your implementation, say confidently we need to go with that wrapper class implementation. Okay, clear now? So now here, how can we implement this functionality? Now let's see practically here. Okay, so now let me explain this concept perfectly. So first of all, let me explain the concept, then we'll see, okay, how can we implement this functionality. Okay, practical part we'll see. So now tell me, how can we achieve generally here your approach? For example, come to take this scenario at least. Tell me your approach. Tell me your approach. How can we do this one? Okay, right. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. 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 You want to show those collection of records into your table. Okay. Now, so now let me explain on the board so that you can understand more what exactly the functionality.
This conference will now be recorded.
Now, so as part of this implementation, in order to represent the multiple object records inside a single Visualforce page, as a step one, first of all, we have to prepare a Visualforce page and then collect the data from the various objects through the SQL queries, store the data inside your collections. Okay, as a step one, get the data from the various objects and then store them into the collections. That means list collections. Okay, that is the first step as part of wrapper class implementation. Where is our code? No. So as a step one, get the required records from the objects by using SQL queries and store them into the list collections. That means collections. So this is the first step. as a step 2. Create a wrapper class that is custom data type class by defining the required variables. Create a wrapper class that is custom data type class by defining the required variables as a 2 Python. Make each member can be accessible from Visual Force page by using get and set accessors. Make each member can be accessible from Visual Force page by using get and set accessor. Third one. Define the constructors inside the custom wrapper class by accepting the record, yes subject record, by accepting the X object record and convert the record into our own custom data type. Define a list collection of the custom data type once the subject record has been added or converted to the custom type, then add the record to the collection, to the wrapper collection. Step 3. Iterate each subject collection by using enhanced for loop and pass the subject record to custom wrapper type, custom data type. Step 4. Repeat the step 3 to convert all the subject record collections, the subject collection records into our own custom data type and store all the records inside the collection or wrapper collection. as a step 5. Once all the records has been converted into custom type or custom wrapper type, then represent the records on the Visualforce page by using page block table. These are the 5 simple steps. Then up to the second step, all the points 2.2.2. In this case, not only merging 3 object records, we can merge the T object records also a single table. Okay. But we have to create more number of constructors. Okay. Done with these points. Okay. Can I go ahead for this implementation now? So I'm creating a Visualforce page now. Now tell me it's your turn. Tell me what we need to do in this inside this. My part is over. Now it's your part. Now tell me how to implement. Setup property, sidebar property, show header equals to true. Tab style, I'm applying some position object tab style. Next. Section header. Title equals to wrapper. Subtitle equals to custom wrapper. I'm using the form tag. Page block. Title equals to, I'm indicating lead contacts wrapper. how many number of records are available inside my collection I want to represent. Now, next. Upon writing the page black table, we need to bind that collection rate. We need that collection madam first. Then what we can do? Controller, right? Controller. Tell me what is the controller name? Lead contacts wrapper controller. Right. I'm preparing a controller class with the name lead contacts wrapper controller. The controller class is not yet defined still, so I would like to create this controller class. So click on that link. Now the controller class will be getting prepared for you. So let's write that business logic here. Now, I'm preparing a method now to collect all the account records and the lead records and then the contact records from the object I would like to hold inside my collection. Okay. Public void load records. I'm preparing that method. So now I would like to collect all the lead records, account records, and contact records from my object I want to hold inside my collection. Okay. So in this case, I'm preparing the list collection, list of account. Select the ID of that account record, name of the account record, rating, industry, annual revenue, phone value, and the fax value, billing city, billing state from account. Okay, I'm collecting this account record from my object now. Next, like the similar way. List of lead. LST leads equals to I'm collecting the data. Select the ID of the lead, first name, last name, and then I would like to collect the rating value, industry, annual revenue, and the phone, fax, city value, state value, company, status from lead. Next, I'm collecting the data from the contact, LST contact. I'm collecting the records from my contact object also. Select the ID of the contact record, first name, last name, and the title, phone, fax, mailing city, mailing state from contact. Now, I have prepared 3 collections. So now these 3 collections are holding the 3 object records. The first collection is holding account record, second collection is holding lead record, third collection is holding contact records. So the records have been placed inside my collections. Now what is my requirement here? Next step. We are done with that step 1. Get the records from the object and then store them into the collection. Now done. Next. Second step. We need to create a wrapper class. Now let me create the wrapper class here. For this one, I'm using the developer console. It's a separate class I'm preparing right now. Now, I'm using that custom wrapper. I'm preparing my own custom wrapper class. Inside this, I'm defining the variables. Public ID, record ID. I'm making it as get and set. Public string first name. Get insert. I'm using get insert. I'm indicating public string annual revenue. Next one. Public string city name. Now I have prepared a class which is having some set of members inside it. Record ID, first name, last name, rating value, industry, annual revenue, city name, and the state name. Okay, now my class is ready. Oh, okay. Phone facts. Okay. Inner classes. But generally that is not suggestible, because if the same thing is required in another example, we can't access that class. Okay, for that one, make it as separate. Now, after that, next one, define the constructors in order to implement that functionality. Okay, now as a step 2. Now I'm preparing that. Public custom wrapper. What we need to supply here? Account record ACC. Okay, account record ACC. Now, whenever it is receiving this account record, what it has to do? It has to copy this account record information. Okay, because inside my account record, what kind of values are available? We are collecting the ID value, name value, rating, industry, annual revenue, phone, fax, billing city, and the billing state, all this information. Now, if I'm passing one complete record, it will be having all these values. These values I would like to collect from my account record. I want to store into my own variables here. Okay, now, so I'm collecting the data here. ACC.ID. This ID value I want to store inside my variable called as record ID variable. ACC.name. This value I would like to store inside the last name. Now, rating value equals to ACC.rating. Industry value equals to ACC.industry. Annual revenue equals to ACC.annual revenue. Contact number equals to ACC.phone. Fax number equals to ACC.fax. City name equals to ACC.billing city. Billing state. I'm mapping all these variables here. Okay. Next, what is the next one? Define a constructor so now it is expecting what record now? Lead record some LD. Now, so once the lead record has been supplied to this constructor, now this constructor has to collect this lead record field values. It has to copy into my own variables. So I'm indicating that record ID equals to LD dot ID. First name equals to LD dot first name. Last name equals to LD dot last name. Rating value equals to LD dot rating. Industry name equals to LD dot industry. Contact number equals to LD dot phone. And the fax number equals to LD dot fax. State name equals to LD dot state. That means I'm collecting each and every value of that lead record. Based on that value, I'm going to pass in this information. Based on the lead record information, I'm converting my own type. Next. After that, so now here I'm passing that contact record information. Contact some CO. I'm passing that values. Record ID equals to contact dot ID. Contact dot first name. And then I would like to specify. Contact dot mailing city. Okay, these are the fields I have mapped. Okay, so now whatever the fields are available inside my contact record, I'm mapping those fields into my variables here. Because for the fields rating, industry, annual revenue, we don't have any values for that one. I'm not mapping these fields. Okay, now as a step 2, we have prepared this class now. Okay, we are done with that class. Now as a step 3, what we can do? Iterate that collection. What collection? Yes, object type of collection. List collection which we have collected the data from your objects. Once the data is available, now we need to iterate that collection here. For each and every account record ACC from LST accounts. Here I'm indicating that. I'm going to passing this account record information. that each and every account record information I would like to pass to my custom wrapper class, so that in order to convert account record into my own custom record type. Now, how can we do this one? Custom wrapper, C wrapper equals to new custom wrapper of KCC. Then after that, now first of all, first account record I'm passing. First account record will be converting into my own type. Then it will pass the second record. Then where we can hold all this information? C wrapper is holding how many records? Only one. Then list collection, where we can define inside my class. Okay, inside my controller class, I'm defining the list collection. Public list of custom wrapper, LST wrapper. I'm making it as get and set. Why? Because this collection data I want to show inside a pageable table in the tabular format. So that I'm making this collection as get and set. Now, here I'm preparing that object of this one. New list of custom wrapper. I'm creating the object of the custom wrapper class, and then I would like to pass this information. First of all, I'm passing the first account record. It will be converting into my own type. Then I would like to store inside my collection here. Okay. Now, LST wrapper dot add C wrapper. Now tell me any optimized mechanism here. Here I'm creating the object of this class every time. Suppose here inside my collection I'm having 100 records. For every record I'm preparing the object of this custom wrapper class. Then do we have any chance to reduce this memory size? Then how can we do that? You can write like this also. I'm giving both the formats to you, so whatever the way you feel comfortable, you can use that. Instead of writing these 2 lines of code, instead of creating the object of the custom wrapper class, we can save the memory also. Directly we can able to add LST wrapper dot add. What you want to add? A new record. So what new record? Okay, custom wrapper record. How you are preparing? By passing this account record here. How can we pass? I'm using that new custom wrapper of KCC. That's it. That means what? I'm going to be invoking the constructor of the custom wrapper class. I'm passing the account record. Once the record has been prepared, then I'm adding into my collection. So no need to create the object of this custom wrapper class every time, which will be occupying more size. Okay, clear? Like the similar way. Second mechanism. So now lead into custom type here. I'm going to be collecting that lead records. For each and every lead record from LST leads, I want to pass that lead record. I'm passing that lead record to my custom wrapper class, which is going to be converting that lead record into my own type that will be adding into my collection. That means account records are also storing in the same collection. Lead records are also storing in the same collection. That means all are storing inside the same collection here. And the contact record. I'm collecting each and every contact record from my collection. That's it. Okay. So now we have prepared our own custom wrapper class, and then we are going to be passing this record into the custom wrapper class, which is going to be converting my record into my own custom type. Once the records have been getting prepared, we are adding those records to my collection. Okay. Now almost over, done. Then we are done with that. Step 4 also. Now what we need to do? Once all the records has been converted into custom wrapper type, then represent the records into your Visual Force page. Okay, then how can we do that now? Let's see. I'm going to my Visual Force page now. I'm preparing the page block table. Apex, I would like to indicate that the page block table. I'm indicating the value property. LST wrapper. Var equals to. I'm indicating some WR. Okay, wrapper. Next. Column. Value equals to wrapper dot. I would like to indicate the first name. Apex column value equals to wrapper dot last name. Apex column value equals to wrapper dot rating value. Apex column value equals to wrapper dot industry name. Apex column value equals to wrapper dot annual review. That means what? Wrapper means what? Custom wrapper class. This is a wrapper class I'm referencing over here. In this one, what fields are different representing? These are the variables I'm accessing, because here this is the first name, last name, rating, all these things. Now these variables I'm representing are my Visual Force page. That's what here we have defined these members with a get and set. Apex column value equals to wrapper dot contact number. Wrapper dot fax number. Value equals to wrapper dot city name. Value equals to wrapper dot statement. Okay, now so now my table is ready by adding the required columns here. Then what needs to be done? We need to bind the values. So now when this particular functionality will be getting executed, if the method has been called. So when you want to call this method, whenever my page is getting loaded, I would like to call this method here. So that how can we do that? Action property of page tag. So now we can go to that action property. I'm indicating that. Whenever the page is getting loaded, I would like to invoke this method. Method has to be get executed. It has to collect all the records from account and the leads and from the contacts. Those records has to be converting into my own type. All the records to store inside that single collection. Those records I want to display inside my Visual Force page in the page block table format. I want to show those collection of records also. How can we do this one? LST wrapper dot size. That's it. Done. So now we are able to see all the records here. Okay, the records information will be getting visible. So totally 57 records are available here. These are few records are available here, and here are some records are available. Here are some records are available. Okay, because for a few records, for the columns we don't have the values. Okay, for few records we don't have the value for the few columns over here. That's what it is having that empty space to you. Now in this case, let me show you that column names also inside this. How can we specify the column names? Header value. Header value equals to first name. Header value equals to the last name. Header value equals to rating value. Header value equals to industry name. Header value equals to annual revenue. Header value equals to contact number. fax number. Header value equals to city name. Header value equals to state name. I'm representing this columns information. Okay. Whatever the columns are available, I'm going to representing this columns information also. First name column, last name, rating, industry, annual revenue, and the contact number, fax number, city name, and the state name. So these are the various columns information is available to me over here. Okay. So we can able to show all these records, okay, inside my object also, inside my singular table. Okay. Clear? So this is the way we can able to represent. Okay, we can able to represent the multiple object records into a single page block table also. Okay, clear? Now, so from this one, which record is account, which record is lead, which record is contact? How do we know? Okay. Record ID, right? Header value equals to record ID. Now, so now tell me here in this case, these are what? Okay, up to this part is what? How do you know account? 001. These are starting with account. These are the 001. Now these records are what? Lead records. Okay, up to what? Up to this part here. These are lead record because these are starting with a 00Q. These are what? Contacts starting with a 003. This is one way we can able to represent. Okay, this is one way we can able to represent this information here. Or else, okay, or else I will give you one more mechanism also. Sir, here we have to remember the object ID. Suppose I don't know the object ID here. Okay, now in this case, I will give you one more scenario also. Here inside this, we can able to specify one field. Everything can be come from the Trapper class only. Nothing in your business logic here. Now, string object name get and set. So this is what record? Account. So I'm indicating that object name equals to, I'm passing that value account. Okay, this is the lead record. This is sorry, lead. I would like to indicate contact. Now that means what? Inside my wrapper class itself, we have indicated what type of record it is, whether it is a account record or contact record or lead record. Now display this variable. Instead of IDs, display this variable here. Object type. Object name. Okay, object name. Now, let's say this one. So now we can see this information. Now it is indicating. So this is an account record. These are the lead records are available. These are the contact records here. Okay. Simply we can able to represent this information also. Okay. Clear? Now next one. Next one. I would like to do some more enhancements here. To whatever the object name column. Okay. I would like to hide this object name column because I don't want to make it visible. I don't want this object name column. I'm making it hide. Here, instead of displaying this one, okay, I want to show this account record name. That means the complete record name I want to represent over here, which should be in the form of hyperlink. I want to show that record name. I want to display in the form of hyperlink. What we can do? In this case, what we can do? Output link, right? Then I'm preparing one column additionally. Okay, apex column. apex column. I'm indicating header value equals to record name. I'm indicating that apex output link. I'm indicating that first name and the last name of that record. Now wrapper dot first name wrapper dot last name. I want to show that record in the form of a hyperlink. So I'm using the output link tag. By using this output link tag, I'm combining the first name of the record, last name of the record. I'm going to be representing in the form of a hyperlink here. Okay, I'm representing the data in the form of hyperlink. So upon click on this hyperlink, nothing is happening in this case. Just it is refreshing the page. I want to open that record. Then what we can do? Value property, right? Value property. Then tell me. Slash. Where is that record ID? WR dot record ID. Okay, that's it. Now target property equals to underscore blank. That's it. Done. So now here, as soon as once you click on this particular record name, I would like to open that record information. That means I would like to open that record detail page. Now just go to that here. Now click on this University of Arizona. So that record will be getting open for you automatically. This is my account record here. Let's go to that record. Okay, Jeff Glimpse. Okay, this is nothing but lead record. Click on this one, we can see that lead record information. Okay, which is indicating that lead record information. Maybe any record here. I'm going to that last, like as now Jane card. So this is nothing but what is this record now? Contact or account or lead. Contact record. This is a contact record. It may be any record also. Directly we can able to redirect the user to that record here. I'm indicating that. We can able to redirect the user to that specific record information. So just by mapping that record ID, we can able to redirect the user to that respective record detail page by default. Okay, clear? Understood the concept here? This is the way we can able to prepare wrapper classes, where we are preparing our own custom data types. By using this custom data types, we are passing each and every record. We can prepare our own type. That whole collection we can represent into our Visual First page. Okay, this is the first use case. Okay, clear? So now let me go to that second use case now. Okay, understood the concept up to now? Okay. Now, as part of second use case, now what we need to do, whatever the records are available inside my page block table, okay, every record has to be get visible along with a checkbox. Okay, every record should be visible along with a checkbox here. Okay, now in this case, what needs to be done? Checkbox in the sense what type of value it is, true or false. Okay, now so now whenever we are making any changes for the wrapper classes, that changes has to be coming from the wrapper class only. Now here I'm defining a variable which is of type boolean. Boolean is selected. I'm indicating that. Okay, is selected here. So now in this case here I would like to indicate that. Okay, I'm passing that value also. Is selected equals to, I need to pass that value. That value should be coming from that control class. I'm passing that. Boolean is selected. I would like to specify is checked. Is checked. I'm placing this variable value inside this here. Like the similar way here also. Boolean is checked. I'm defining this variable. I'm defining the variable here. So why I'm defining this variable is this value will be coming from the user interface. Because here just now we are going to be adding simply the checkboxes. After that, I would like to pass the value. When you click on select all the checkboxes has to be get selected. When I click on unselect all the checkboxes to be get unselected. So that I would like to make those changes from the user interface side. For that one, I'm passing that value at runtime with the help of that parameters. Now, so in this case, when you go to that controller, upon accessing this one, we need to pass the values also. Upon passing this one, along with that, for the constructor, we have two parameters. Initially, I'm passing the value false. False means don't select that checkbox here. I'm passing the value false. Okay, clear? So in this case, when coming to my constructor, we have added one parameter which is of type Boolean. Okay, which is of type Boolean. There is a parameter I have added. That value will be I'm storing inside my variable called as is selected. Now I would like to add that checkbox onto my table. Inside my table, I would like to prepare a checkbox here. Before that record a name, I would like to prepare one checkbox. For that one, I'm indicating a column by Apex column. I'm preparing a column here. I'm indicating that column header as action. What kind of action you want to do? Here I'm using that a control Apex input checkbox. Okay, input checkbox value equals to, I'm indicating that wrapper dot is selected. Wrapper dot is selected. Just I'm going to be binding that Boolean variable to my input checkbox here. Let's see. So whatever the records are available, every record will be getting visible to you along with a checkbox to you. Okay, we can able to select those variable values also here. Every record will be getting visible along with a checkbox to you. So that I'm going to be preparing a checkbox by using that input checkbox, okay, tag which has been given by Salesforce to you. Salesforce is having that various checkbox controls, like as input checkbox, input radio, in order to prepare the radio buttons. Generally, as part of your normal configuration, we don't have the concept of radio button. Through Visualforce, we can represent the radio buttons also by using that input radio. Okay, there is a tag is available. We'll see those concepts also. Okay, clear? Each and every record has to be get visible along with the checkbox with the help of the wrapper class. Okay, clear? Next one. What is the next functionality we need to do? Buttons. Now, select all, unselect all, delete selected. Okay, 3 buttons I want to place. Now, I'm going to my page block. I'm adding the button controls. Apex, page block buttons. Location equals to, I would like to specify top. Tell me the button controls. Command button value equals to select all. Command button value equals to unselect all. Command button value equals to delete selected. Okay. Now, so now I place these 3 button controls. As soon as once I click on the select all button, all the checkboxes has to be get selected. When I click on the unselect all button, all the checkboxes has to be get unselected. When I click on this delete selected, then selected checkboxes records has to be get removed from my object here. Okay, I want to implement this functionality here. Okay, I will show you how can we select all, unselect all, delete selected has to be done by yourself. Okay, I'm leaving this functionality to you. I will show you how can we select this one. Now in this case, as soon as once you click on that select all button, what I need to do? I need to action property. Then that means we need to call a method. Okay, I need to call a method. I'm preparing a method. Public void select all records. Now tell me, it's your turn. Where the records are available? Wrapper class. Tell me. How do you know whether the checkbox is selected or not? Is selected. If you want to select this one, what we need to do? What value we need to pass? True. That's it. Simple concept. Nothing else. That means just to go to that wrapper collection, iterate that collection, pass the value for is the selected field equals to true. That's it. Over. It will do that operation for you. Now the same thing I'm doing here also. I'm indicating that if LST wrapper is not empty, is the collection is not empty, then I'm going to be iterating that collection. For each and every, tell me, custom wrapper CR LST wrapper. Then what we can do? CR dot is selected equals to true. Okay, CR dot is selected equals to true. So whenever we are assigning the values, then we need to refresh this particular page block table, right? So for that one, I would like to call this method select all records. Upon click on this button control, I would like to specify action property equals to select all records, and then we need to refresh that page block over here. So I'm indicating re-render equals to PG block. So for this page block, I'm indicating this one. ID equals to PG block. That's it, nothing else. Over. So now simply here what we did, we are going to be collecting the data because data is available inside my wrapper collection. So I'm going to be iterating that if the collection is not empty, collect each and every record from this particular collection, and then this value is selected equals to true because I want to select that. Now let's refresh this user interface, click on select all. Automatically all the checkboxes has been selected in one shot. Okay, now I want to unselect this one, then what we can do? Same code, just a small change, false. That's it. Okay, same thing. Now in this case, just you can able to use that similar kind of business logic here. Unselect all records. I'm indicating the value equals to false. I would like to call this a method. When you would like to call this method, upon click on unselect all button, I would like to call this method, and I want to refresh that page block here. Okay, that's it. Now the functionality is over. Now we can able to show all the records also inside your Visualforce page. Multiple object records we can show. Click on select all the records has been selected in one shot. No need to select each and every checkbox manually by your own. And click on unselect all the checkboxes will be getting unselected in one shot here. Depends upon your requirement, we can able to select all the records, we can unselect all the records also. Okay, based on your requirement. Okay, clear? Now for example, now here I'm giving that small functionality to you here. I'm having these records. From this one, what are these records here? Account records or what? Account records. I'm selecting this account record. This is one account record. This is one account record. I'm selecting this lead record, and this is also one more lead record. I'm selecting this contact record. This is the contact record. Totally, how many records are selected? 6 records. Okay, 2 records from account and the 2 contacts, 2 lead records. Totally 6 records are selected. Now, after selecting these records, when you click on delete selected, what are the 6 records I have selected? How to delete those records? That means 2 from account, 2 from contact, 2 from lead. All the 6 records has to be deleted in one shot. For example, if you want to remove all, Click on select all. All the records have been selected. Click on delete selected. Every record has to be removed from my object. This is my requirement. Okay. Try this functionality. Delete selected functionality. Now tell me how can we do that? Okay. Tell me. Okay. Then what we can do? Okay. Is selected equals to true. Then if the checkbox is selected, then what we can do? Now tell me how can we do that? We need to iterate that collection. How to iterate the collection? Custom wrapper. CR from LST wrapper. Then okay, if LST wrapper. Already we have entered into the LST wrapper, madam. Tell me next. CR dot is selected is equals to true. Then what we can do? Delete statement. Can I write the delete statement inside the for loop? I'm selecting more number of records. Select all button has selected. Then what we can do? List a collection. Then I'm using a list or set, any one of that you can use. For example, list of ID, because we are removing the record. To remove the record, simply ID is sufficient or not? Yes. Now I am indicating that here. Record ID is to remove equals to new list of ID. If the record is a selected one, then what we need to collect? Right. Then what we need to add? The complete record or only the record ID? Because this collection will be storing only ID, not the record. Then what we can do? Record ID is to remove dot add. What we need to add? CR dot ID or record ID? Record ID. Right. Okay. Now that's it. So now once we are collecting all the record ID, that means this for loop is iterating from the starting to ending of your custom collection. Once the whole iteration has been done, in that one, whatever the records has been available, whose checkbox has been selected, those records IDs are available inside your collection. Then outside the for loop, then verify the condition here. If okay, record IDs to remove is not empty. Okay, if the collection is not empty, then remove the record by using database class method. Database dot delete, we can specify the record IDs to remove. That's it. This is the business logic. Okay, write this piece of code. Okay, test the functionality inside that. Okay, clear? You are going to write that code, right? So this is the way we can able to implement your wrapper classes. Okay, clear? Understood the concept here, how to prepare the wrapper classes, and then how can we represent the multiple objects data in a single table, and how can we place the checkboxes, how to make that all the checkboxes to be get selected and unselected, all these functionalities. Okay, clear up to now? Okay. Now it's the time for the photo shoot. Ready?